But here's the thing: when it's even like the smallest things, like during the game when they do like the in-game break and like it's like that music plays whatever, and it's like listen to the Phillies talk podcast or whatever, and he goes, where the guys this week will talk about this and the hot prospects you want to know about, and he goes, and why Rhys Hoskins is really the key to the Phillies lineup. And I'm like, what? What are you talking about? He's the key.
Well, I could see that in like a bad way, like. I
think they were saying it in a good way. And then, like, on Monday against the Mariners, right? So, Segura hits the home run. Rhys follows it up. Now, granted, he hit the home run, so I shouldn't complain. But it's like, he hit the home run, but literally on the first pitch, it was a hang 'em and bang 'em breaking ball. And he just swung right over it.
Yeah.
And it's like, and then he golfed one out. It's like, what? It's like,
it drives you nuts, and
there's no consistency. He doesn't seem to come up like when you in clutch situations. He's striking out too much. His play at first base is awful. But this organization is just in love with him. Like they literally celebrated that home run the rest of the game. It's like, and let's take a look back at what Rhys did in the first inning or second inning. It's like, cool, so did Segura. And they didn't bring up Segura's hit at all. It's like in the Cadillac home run drive of the game.
Here's the difference is that Segura wasn't a prospect that everyone was putting their hopes on. Like the Dylan Cousins of the world, the Nick Williams of the world.
Well, I blame the Phillies for Dylan Cousins.
I blame the organization for all these guys not working out. But
like, I'm not saying Dylan Cousins would have been a stud, but
like if you look at the lineup, like Bryson Stott isn't there yet, but Rhys Hoskins is like the last stand of this organization saying we can develop players. And so they're going to put him out there as much as they can so that when he does hit those home runs, he had a 13-game streak of not hitting a home run. And so that was from April, I'm looking right now, April 12th was a 2-0 loss to the Mets. That was after like they won the first game of the series against the Mets. That was in April. He did not hit another home run until April 26th against Colorado in that 10-3 win. Like,
and that's the other thing. When he's showing up, it's in the games where everybody else shows up.
Exactly. And a guy whose game is, his offense, I should say, is predicated on hitting home runs. He's not hitting home runs.
And walking, and he's not walking.
He's not drawing walks. What purpose does he serve? Nothing.
Because he's terrible in the field, too.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Whenever he screws up at first base, they always blame the person who threw the ball. And it's just like, oh, that's not Rhys's fault, just Alex got to get a better throw
Some
over there.
Some of those bone throws, I went back and looked at them. Rhys was not making the most of an effort against on some of those throws. He can't scoop the ball for shit. He can't pick it for anything. Give Ryan Howard credit. He could scoop a ball.
Yes, he could. And he made efforts to get better.
Yeah.
I don't know what Rhys is doing.
I know. He's just not, he doesn't want to sacrifice his hitting for defense, apparently, and just thinks that he can coast through in first base.
Well, as long as this organization continues to give him a chance, they will. But it's like, you got a guy in the minors who's tearing it up, and, I'm not saying it's going to translate. He's like a 25-year-old prospect that's, like, finally blooming.
Yeah.
But, dude, the guy's crushing it, and if you need an extra bat on the bench, why not sit Rhys down for a couple games and give this kid a shot if Rhys can't get it together?
Yeah.